Today for lunch, I am having lettuce with chicken in it, croutons, and a homemade honey mustard dressing. Oh, and it's really good, y'all. All right, guys, check this out. Purely Southern. We got fried okra, tomato pie, and corn on the cob, Silver Queen. Doesn't that look yummy? If the tomato pie is good, I'm gonna give y'all that recipe. We're all trying it for the first time tonight, but oh, it looks so good and it smells so good. All right, Nani's doing the honors.
I thought I dropped a piece of okra, and I did. She's got it back there in the hallway.
Oh, that's all right.
Does she have a piece?
Yeah. She's my dustbuster. You drop anything on the phone?
Used to have one.
Yeah.
Chelsea is our dustbuster.
I said on the phone. I mean on the floor. Oh.
That looks good.
Moin, moin. Be like Miles when I was cutting that cake. Ooh. He was the cutest thing. All right. Pass me y'all's plates.
All right. She's the expert cutter.
She's doing really good. Look at that. All right, y'all. This has been my ode to the coronavirus. I have not taken my toenail polish off since it got started. I usually go and have a pedicure done, but of course, you know, we haven't been able to. So, I am finally, much to Mimi's delight, it has driven her nuts, my friend. I'm finally removing the last of the toenail polish. So, hopefully, once I do that, the coronavirus will disappear. This is what has been needed doing for this whole time. So, I'm doing it. It's happening today.
I can actually smell it, can you? Oh man, that's wonderful.
Let me see.
That smells good. I can smell it through this mask, which may be saying something.
Ooh. I love that one.
And she's got muscle and joint rub, lip scrub.
This is so cool.
I know it.
I bet that would help you sleep. That
lavender salad.
I know. I want one of those. Let me grab that. It's cute the way she's got them packaged
I
too.
know it is. Let me see what
Burlap.
Oh, you had something, yes, sir. I've been working on that.
Sorry, Mimi.
That's okay.
Ah, I have found the guru of bees. Yes, I'm excited, y'all. She does classes when all this is over, so I'm going to do a class. Whew. She's got all the equipment here. This is so neat.
Oh, yeah, purple. I see what you in there. Purple.
What is this right here?
That is actually beeswax. That's not the same beeswax that we use to make the products. This is actually brood wax, which is had where the babies and all are born in it. So it's going to be a little bit darker because it's got propolis added to it. So it's going to have more antibacterial properties. But beekeepers use it on foundation to make the bees want to come to it a little bit more.
Oh, okay. Okay. This is so interesting.
Muscle rub. That's new.
All right, this is just a fraction of her beehives. They're everywhere. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. All right, y'all. Look at these bees. See them all at the bottom? I mean, she had the coolest stuff in her little store. Ooh, it's a bumpy road. Look at all of them. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Now we're starving. We're starving. Yeah, turn that air back on. Woo! Now we're stopping at the farmer's market to get some veggies. These are the lake roads that we travel on. They're very windy and hilly and treacherous, but the scenery is very pretty. We have been to the Mexican restaurant where we were pretty much the only ones there. We met a friend, and then we went to the bee place, and then we went to the farmer's market, and now we are on our way home, and we are fixing to cross over the dam. You'll see. There it is. I'm right in front of Mimi's face. Sorry. She's like, I can't see. She didn't need to see anyway. I mean, geez. We're just on a bridge, the damn bridge. Oh, Lord. Alright, Mimi, I have a question. If you had to live one day over and over and over again, kind of like Groundhog Day, the movie, and it had to be at your house, you're not traveling anywhere or anything like that, what would be your perfect day?
Probably a day with all my children and my grandchildren there, and it's cool outside where we can go outside and get on the kayaks or do the lake stuff where it's not so hot. But I'd like to over and over have my children every day.
Yes, that was a good one. That was very good. Boy,
we have been living Groundhog Day over and over.
Yeah, we really have. We really have. You didn't even have to think about it. I'm impressed. I'm totally impressed. Mine. See, gosh, I mean, I guess I put too much thought into mine. Let me think. What would mine be? If I had to live it over and over. I don't know. God, see, you did that so good. I overthink. I guess I overthink everything. Your first thought was my children. My first thought is I'd have really good food.
Well, when you all get together, you have really good food anyway.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Of course, after like 2 days of that, I might change.
Yeah, no, I think I would get exhausted. I would want, and I told me that she couldn't go anywhere. I would want to go to my children's house and hang out over there instead of them hanging out at my house, and let them cook and let me eat all their fun stuff and be with them and then go home when I wanted to. That's terrible.
That's being honest.
I love my babies and I love being with them. Yeah, but for the rest of my life, all day, every day, yeah, that's a hard one. That really is a hard one. But it would have to involve my children in some form or fashion, somehow, because, you know, without them, I mean, that is life, right? It's raining. Woohoo! Gosh, we needed this. Huh? Okay. Just brings freshness to everything when it rains. John and Marcia are down there. You see them? Right. Thank you, God. We needed this. Okay, I've thought about my perfect day. I would wake up. The weather would be perfect. We would have all the windows in the house open. The breeze would be wafting through the air. I would have my favorite music playing. My husband would be off work. And we would make breakfast together. We would make those amazing pancakes that I just made in one of the videos recently. And sausage patties. And then we would go out on our back porch and him and I would eat breakfast together, enjoy the weather, and then we would come inside and we would give massages and back scratches and do our stretches, and then I would take a lovely bubble bath. We would get dressed. All the kids would come over, bringing their favorite dishes already cooked, and I would get my dishes that I made the day before out, and we would just have a smorgasbord of fabulous food for lunch. And all day long we would sit outside watching everybody play. We would have fun things out for the adults to do, like bocce ball and badminton, and the kids would run all over the hill and in the woods, and everybody would just sit out and enjoy the day, eat, just laugh, have fun. Then when nighttime came, we would have fireworks, and then we would do a fire pit, and we would all sit around that all night, and everybody would have a camp out in the front yard. That would be a perfect day. Farmer's market is the only way to buy food. Fresh, fresh, fresh. There's Needy. He just got him one today. Yeah. This is my favorite right here. This lady makes the best cheese straws ever. Now, frog legs, catfish fillets, and corn nuggets. All kind of jams, homemade jellies. Yum. Say cheese, Nanny.
Cheese! Can't even see my eyes.
No,
there I am.
There you go. There we are.
Cheese!
What we have to do. Whew. Okay, we are doing a new casserole. Here is the recipe.
I received this recipe from Brenda Gant. She has a website and it sounded so good. Chop a small head of cabbage, about like this, and just place it in your casserole dish. Take 3 onions, chop them in large pieces, spread them around on top of the cabbage. Then you top it with 1 can of cream of chicken soup, 1 cup mayonnaise, half a stick of butter. Mix that together and pour it over your cabbage. Then sprinkle salt and pepper over that. Now you have a topping that is 1 stick of melted butter, 1 cup grated cheese, 1 stack of Ritz crackers crushed. Mix that together, sprinkle over the soup mixture, and bake it at 350 degrees until it's brown and bubbly. Sounds wonderful, so we're giving it a try.
Yes, we will let y'all know how it is. All right, so this is what the cabbage looks like in the bowl. See, it's big, hunky pieces. And we've just set it in there. And now, I'm chopping up the onions, and we're fixing to just place those on top of this. All right, we got all the onions in it. And also, you know, don't do the onions tiny. You can just do hunks. And that's what makes this so easy. You're just doing big hunks of stuff in a dish, so it doesn't take a whole lot of time on the cutting up part. All right, Nanny, what's next?
Okay, I'm going to salt and pepper. I think I put a little bit more salt.
Okay.
All right. This is the mixture of mayonnaise and cream of chicken soup and the butter. So that's the way that looks.
Okay. Ooh, and we're pouring it all over the top.
Hard to get it all out of the bowl, but I'll get there. Okay.
Smooth it all around, just like you're icing a cake. Oh, that looks so creamy.
Mm-hmm. Someone said that it made them think of a white lasagna.
Yeah, I can see that. You got your layers and you got the cheese.
I mean, the way it looked after it cooked.
I can't wait to see this. This is so unusual.
I know. I have never heard of this.
No, me either. It's so pretty.
I have lived in the South all my life, and I have eaten cabbage many ways, but never this way.
I have never heard of anything like this. And if it is good and it does taste like cabbage, let me tell you, can you guess who'll love it?
Haley Lynn.
That's right. Oh, that baby doll loves her some cabbage.
Mm-hmm. Well, she likes anything leafy.
She does.
And my hands are clean. I just don't want to waste any of that good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the topping. That's the Ritz crackers, grated cheese, and butter. A stick of butter.
Oh, yum. That looks so good.
Now, I have to use my fingers to put this in the right place.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Trust me, she is the cleanest woman on the face of the earth. I've lived with her all my life. I was beginning to wonder if it would all fit in the dish, but I think it will.
We may have had more cabbage. But,
Yeah.
Again, cabbage and onions shrink way, way down.
Yeah. So how long do we cook it? I forgot what you
Till
said.
it's brown and bubbly.
That's all?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It won't be long.
I'm just amazed. I can't imagine what this is going to taste like. I just can't.
Well, we'll be in for a surprise, or we'll go straight to the garbage.
Yes.
but I don't think it will go that way.
No, it's looking good, I'll have to say. All right, so we're gonna stick this puppy in the oven and let's just see what happens. All right, guys, this is the cherry on the top. This is like the best part of the whole meal. All right, she is gonna make, what do you call them, hoe cakes?
No, just fried cornbread.
She's gonna make fried cornbread. Now you see how much oil is in this skillet, just barely covering the bottom. It's just vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever. Watch the
Today I'm using self-rising cornmeal, which I have never done before. Normally I use plain cornmeal.
Yeah, she wanted to try something new, so.
Yeah, we're experimenting
Yeah, today is one big experiment. So it's just, you put, usually she uses regular cornmeal. About how much?
I'd say a cup and a half.
About a
Is
cup and
what
a
I've
half
got
of
here.
cornmeal.
This is just for 2 people.
Yeah.
If you've got several in family, you might use 2 cups. But
And then looky there, you just put water in it. See, I did not know this. You would think after a bazillion years in this family, I would know how to do this, but I don't. That's why I'm doing this, because I want to know. I mean, I didn't know you used water. I didn't know you used just water and cornmeal.
yeah,
Huh. I thought it would be like milk and eggs and
no,
cornmeal.
no,
and-
that's what you use if you're baking it.
Yeah, I know.
And you just have to add water until you think it's the right consistency. And I will show you what I consider to be my right consistency. The more water, the runnier they will be, but they're real crunchy.
Oh, they're so crunchy and crisp and hot. And you eat those with peas and a sliced tomato on your plate. Oh my gosh. I mean, you talk about good.
Okay, I think I've about got it now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something else. You
Okay.
see that water's been running? There's a good possibility that some drops have run down here. And if that falls into that skillet, it goes pew.
Oh, so don't put your bowl over the skillet.
Well,
Oh, or you
just
can
make
just dry it off.
sure
Hello.
you dry it first.
Okay, so
I learned that the hard way.
this is why I need directions. Oh, show them the consistency, really.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay.
See how runny that is?
Uh-huh. Here, wait, let me get on the other side.
Now, I'm testing to see if my oil is hot enough. It's not.
Nope. It's got to go sizzle.
It's got to sizzle.
Yeah, and if it sizzles, you know it's ready. If it just sits there like a lump, you know it's not ready. All right, waiting for the oil. This is the brand that Nanny likes the best out of all the cornmeal, the Adams. And this is the one she uses in the yellow bag pretty much all the time. But today she's using the white bag
Because it's self-rising.
because it's self-rising. So even if you just use the yellow bag, you do the same exact thing.
Oh, you have to put salt in the yellow bag. If you use the yellow bag, it has to have salt in it.
Okay.
Because it's nothing but ground corn.
Right.
It has no seasonings at
How
all.
much salt do you put in it?
Just like you would salt anything else, like, you know, whatever you feel like.
Would make it salty.
Yeah.
You don't want it salty.
No,
You just
no. Just
want it flavored.
like a tomato or anything else that you salt.
Yeah, and you salt it before you put it in the pan. You salt it in the bowl.
In here.
Yeah.
You hear that sizzle?
Drop by spoonful. She has a tablespoon. Ta-da!
Let me get some paper towel.
We got some butter beans and peas from the farmer's market, and that's what we're having with our fried cornbread. And of course our experimental cabbage casserole. that I just cannot wait. I cannot wait to
And
try.
fresh tomatoes
And fresh tomatoes.
to go with my peas.
What'd you say about smell?
I wish they could smell it.
We need smell-o-vision, y'all. Smell-o-vision. Somebody needs to invent that. Ooh. Alright, see how
You wait
she's-
until you see it brown around the edges before you turn it.
Nip it. Nip it good.
And I used to use a spatula,
Uh-huh.
but for these little things, I found out that 2 forks does better than anything else for me.
Yeah. And y'all, this isn't sweet. It's just crispy and it's just bread. Fried bread.
Yep, that's what it is.
But it's so good.
Especially with vegetables.
Yes, with fresh vegetables, you just can't beat good old fried cornbread. Alright, when she takes them out of the pan, she puts them over on a plate that has paper towels laying on it, and the paper towels soak up the excess oil.
Mm-hmm.
But see how quick, I mean, that was really, it took like 5 minutes to cook that pan. So, very quick and well worth every second you spend doing it.
And sometimes it will absorb so much oil that you have to add more. Because the oil is what makes it so good. And if it's just sitting on a skillet without oil, you don't get the crunchiness.
Yeah, and that's what you're going for, crunchy. Second batch.
In just seconds.
Yummy. Look how good those look. Oh my gosh. All right, we pulled it out. You can see it's bubbling down there. You see
You can
it?
see it really well here.
Yeah, I can see it really good on that corner too. So, anywho, there's the top. So everything's ready, and we are going to fix plates and let y'all know the mystery question of the day. Is casserole made with cabbage and onions any good? All right, the jury is in. It's actually good. It's really, really good. I would have not have thought it with the ingredients of cabbage and onions, but it is really good. And I can take or leave cabbage, but I love this. And so if you like cabbage, you will just go crazy over this recipe. It is wonderful.
It's also a good way to get your family to eat vegetables
That's true.
because they won't even think that it's cabbage.
Yeah,
It's just really good.
yeah.
I will definitely make it again.
All right. Well, you heard it from the Queen of Cooks. So it is wonderful. Try it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, guys, and if you did, give me some thumbs up and also hit that subscribe button. And the cabbage recipe by Brenda Gant, she has a Facebook page where she does recipes. She does wonderful recipes, so check her out. And oh, I had one more thing to tell you. What was it? I can't think about it. Ugh. Okay, I remembered. The pictures at the beginning of this vlog were pictures of my husband and I and my daughter and her husband when we went to Italy last year. Just a little reminiscent on that, and there are vlogs about it on my channel, and also there's a really good vlog on how to be able to go on that trip and afford it. So it's really good. You need to check it out.